Alright guys, so today we're going to look into how to train your Husky to be off-leash forever. Just stick around for 3 simple steps. We'll go through 1, 2, and 3, and it'll be simple as Husky pie. So the first thing you do before we even look at step 1, 2, or 3 is going to be run your Husky. Just get all that initial zoomy energy out of the way. Boom, boom, boom. Run him, run him, run him. So all you got to do, maybe 20, 30 minutes, and then you're good to go. Alright, so step 1. Step 1 is going to be establish call/commands. And what this means is basically you want to establish which commands you're going to use to tell your pup what to do with each given circumstance. So in this case, you're going to hear me say, hey, 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 and hold up. Hey generally means, hey, look at me. And when you see Cash will look at me, and he'll actually read my facial expressions on what I want to do, and that is what they call pack order. He's recognized me as the pack leader, and he is just waiting for my command. So what that means is that when I say, hey, he looks at me. I say, hold up, he'll stop. This is very much dependent on if there's a goose or a squirrel or another dog, but generally speaking, he's pretty good, and we're still working on it. The thing about a Husky is you can never 100% train them. There always is going to be that little small fraction of questionable moments, but this is what you got to do constantly and consistently, and you will get there, and it's going to be a good situation. And just if you have to, you can use treats as a way of rewarding. You hear me kind of give him a good boy, and those change of voice decimals will actually, he'll recognize that and pick that up, and you can see him even smile back at me. But yeah, step 1, establish a call and commands, and you can pick whatever you'd like, but make sure you're consistent with it. Step 2. Step 2 is start slow spurts. Here and there, and reward, reward, reward. What does that mean? Start slow. Start slow is maybe you want to start training your dog in your backyard or the dog park or somewhere that's very recognizable, somewhere that's safe. You know, there's not a lot of stimuli, not a lot of raccoons or other fur creatures running around in the old woods. Maybe start slow and basically have a leash on you at all times and just be close. It's like a training wheels when you take them off for your child. It's like you don't want to just take them off and send them down a huge hill. I mean, maybe you do. I'm not sure, I don't have kids. But if you do, maybe you should look into that. But this is not that video. So we'll move on to that and move on to Huskies. With the Huskies, you just want to start slow. Inch, 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 inch. So in this case, you want to reward. You know, maybe give them a foot, 2 feet, 3 feet. And when they come back with your calls, give them a treat.
Hold up.
But yeah, so just make sure that you start slow and you reward.
Hold up. Cash. Hold up. Hold up.
Boom. Okay, step 3. Step 3 is the most important step in my opinion. And what this step is establish a bond between you and your Husky. And what does that mean? Alright, so Huskies are pack-oriented dogs. What does that mean? Pack-oriented means they basically thrive in a pack. They're very adaptive. They can actually survive outside of a pack, similar to what foxes do. But they thrive in a pack. And even if they don't have a pack of dogs, what they do is they actually find a pack. So whether that's you and your kids, whether that's just you and your wife, but either way, they're going to look at that situation like a pack, and you need to be the pack leader. You need to be the one demand, contribute, and establish dominance. So what does that mean? So when you take your Husky off leash, they're either going to listen to you or not listen to you. In this case, you want them to listen to you. Trust me, been there, done that. But in this case, if you have a dominance in the relationship between you and your Husky, what's going to happen is they're going to listen to you. Now, you see a lot of my videos when I have Cash off leash, he looks back at me. When he's looking back at me, what that means is actually he is looking for my approval and my commands. He is kind of in a questionable situation, and instead of just being his own pack leader and moving it forward, what he does is he looks for my approval. So he's always looking back, and you want that. And you'll see that with dogs on leashes. But once you have that, you kind of know that you're in strong command there. And you'll hear me raise my voice, but just know it's not me yelling at him, but that's just my strong man voice. And he knows when I bring that voice out, it's time to listen. So that's what he does. And, you know, it's a forever struggle battle that we have, but always progressing. We're always getting better at it. And just like you and your pup, you're going to get better at it too. Just stay strong, stay consistent, stay happy, and you'll get there.
Yeah, you ready?
All right.
Let's go in there. Let's go in there. Come on. Let's go.